This is Dr. Trashbag, and today I want to talk about the 3.4 update for Stellaris. And so I just saw this update, I wanted to go over it, and it says that there's going to be new situations. So what does this mean? It looks like we're looking in the situation log. These are where the anomalies are, where certain systems that you want to research for special projects and even do some digging with your scientists. But what is situation? So it says that the biggest change that you'll notice from the 3.3 Libra update is that there's a new situation system. This is a new feature that has been in development for a while, and it is great to finally get to show it off to our community. Situations will progress in stages, and in some cases, each stage will have different or escalating effects. Some situations progress are linear, while others will progress depending on the choices you make in events and in your approach to the current situation. So, for example, it's showing one right here where there is a alloy shortage, and it states that we're getting a negative 30% robot output. Mechanical pop assembly speed is minus 75%. Population assembly cost is plus 75%. Ship energy upkeep plus 20%. Star base is plus 20%. Armor hit points reduced by 66%. And so it actually keeps on going. There's a lot of negative events here. There's even more. All upgraded buildings are downgraded. Oh my goodness. Okay, so my question is, and I'll keep on reading to try to answer it. Is this alloy shortage? Is that just a shortage because of the player, or is this some type of event that happened? It looks like this is a event, um, and so I don't know. That seems a little. That could be a little annoying in my mind. Like I'm trying to focus on a war, and then a random alloy shortage happens. I mean, if it's my fault that I have a shortage in food or alloys or energy, and they're gonna put that here instead of the negative at the top left to kind of show you that you're in the negatives, and that kind of makes sense. But let's keep on reading and find out. They did mention that this is easily moddable, so that modders can kind of put that in to how they like and create new events, etc., etc. So the primary use for situations at the moment is the resource deficiency, planetary uprisings, and machine uprisings. We'll have also converted several story events to use a new situation system. Situations are a versatile platform, and they will continue to expand it in the future. So situations are also very modder friendly. Okay, yeah, that's what I stated earlier. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they're moving the negative resources and the uprisings to here. Okay, that's a little bit better in my mind. So deficiency, when running out of resources and having a negative monthly income, you will be hit with a massive penalty to your planetary production. And this has several negative effects, from initiating a resource spiral, which one deficient would trigger another deficient, and so on, until your empire had major issues with just about every resource. The other issue was one of consistency. The old system was not flexible enough to keep up with some of the new civics and combinations thereof, which would result in empires making resources out of nothing. With introduction to situations, resource deficiency will now gradually increase in strength as you advanced through the stages of the deficient situation. Okay, so if I mess up as a player, I'm negative alloys. I'm probably in stage one and hopefully have some time to rectify the situation. If I ignore it for whatever reason, then it gets to stage two and stage three, and it looks like stage three has some big negative here, some big negatives for my empire. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, advances strength, the faster, smaller deficiency. Uh, If your stockpile becomes positive again, the situation will begin to slowly resolve itself. It's important to note that having a positive monthly income will make the deficient situation resolve itself faster than just having a stockpile greater than zero. Once the situation reaches the end of the last stage, it will result in a default. Defaulting removes upgrades to your buildings and applies modifiers to your empire to make combat less effective and constructions cost more. On the flip side, downgrading your buildings will result in a lump sum payment of resources you previously had a deficient in, giving you the opportunity to recover your economy and potentially playing on. Okay. That's interesting. I guess that's a new way to look at if you are not taking care of your empire well. Well, if you are still listening, please hit that like button to help with my alloy shortage. I'm going to go through and talk about these other items. So please subscribe so you can hear about the other updates with Stellaris. Dr. Trashbag signing off.